Antichrist. He will try to say that Jesus is not Lord. He's not nice. He'll behead you if you follow Jesus' word. Antichrist, he's not nice. Take his mark, you'll pay the price. Antichrist, he's not nice. He will take away God's holy sacrifice. Antichrist, he's not nice. He will take away God's holy sacrifice. Welcome. Oh my goodness, I would love to start one of these programs correctly. I forgot to put the lights on. Just a minute. I figure I'm all set, which is why I was singing. Just a minute, people. All right. Well, I hope that's the worst thing Satan does on this program, because I'm sure he does not want this information to be gotten out there. But that's my job. Despite these little setbacks, we are going to do a program today on the horrible satanic logos coming out of the Vatican. And we had another one come out this week. I forgot which day it was, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere like that. And I want to talk about, I think I'll leave the housekeeping to last. I want to get right into this. So Sister Renee sent me a email saying that I've got to look into this. So I did look at it, and I said, well, it is ugly. But I set it aside. And here's what Sister Renee wrote. And you saw the, did I show you the logo to start this program? I think I did. Anyway, here's what Sister Renee wrote to me. She says, is it just me, William, or is the position of these characters very precarious? I think that's a good word, precarious. I think that's exactly right. What is it portraying as far as the actions of the people in the rainbow community, if you know what I'm saying? I hope I'm not jumping to conclusions, but I think the positioning of the people standing behind each other is obviously done on purpose. Looks like a tribute to the gay mafia and sodomy. Okay, so let's take another look at that. I'm going to take another look at this slide, and then I'll read the rest of her email while you are checking the slide out to see if she's right here. She says, I noticed it immediately because each one of the members is standing behind the other, and I think it represents sodomy. It just hit me in the face immediately. Not only because of their stance, but the arms around the character in front of each of them, and also the way that they are depicted in the garb or in the shape of the sleeves, representing a priest's vestments. Okay, thanks very much, Sister Renee, for sending me that. I did take a look at this, and as you will see, it is even more than what you saw. It is really astounding what these people come up with. And in a way, I don't blame the priests or whoever made the decision on this. They probably don't understand that artists are always trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And certainly the gay artists that they hire at the Vatican are no exception by any means. So I thought next I would read the official press release from the Vatican, give them a chance to explain themselves. Here's what it says. This is, this was on Tuesday, June the 28th, so it was earlier this week. The Vatican on Tuesday, June the 28th, unveiled the official logo of the upcoming Jubilee year in 2025. And I think it leads up to it. There's something going on next year, the year after that, and so on. With the theme, Pilgrims of Hope. A Vatican press release described the logo as 4 stylized figures to indicate all of humanity from the 4 corners of the earth. So I've got the logo right here. So I guess I can see the 4 stylized figures, but I think you have to ask yourself, why are the 4 figures all the same sex? I don't see any differentiation there between men and women, do you? I think they're all men. So why would 4 males represent all of humanity, except maybe in a pervert sense? I think that is a huge mistake on the part of the Vatican's press release here. I don't think they show all of humanity representing the 4 corners of the earth. If they were at 4 corners, wouldn't they be looking at each other instead of all looking one way? I guess you could say they're all looking at the cross. Is that a cross, by the way? We'll find out it's not a cross. Okay, so now this is the next paragraph of the press release. They are each embracing each other. Well, Sister Renee, you're right on that. Indicating the solidarity and brotherhood that must unite peoples, it read. Okay, now let's take a closer look. I'm saying, now Sister said these are hands here. I'm saying those are not hands. Did I show you that? See those points there? I gotta show it to you right. Yeah, right there, there. Those are not hands, those are horns. Let me put the slide on the screen. You'll see what I'm saying. That is proof that these are indicating 4 males, which are supposedly representing all. It's as Sister Renee says, it's showing sodomy. Let me show you a close-up of that. I did a close-up of it. So I've got it here somewhere. There you go. Now you see how the blue horn is thrusting the green figure, and the green horn is thrusting the yellow figure, and the yellow figure is thrusting the red figure. And the green horn in the center is really the most obvious because the green stands out against the yellow. You can hardly see the yellow against. I'm colorblind, but I think I got these colors right. And of course the 4 colors, they're supposed to be out of the rainbow. I mean, that's the clearest indication that this is a logo from the gay mafia. So let me continue this press release. It should be noted that the first figure is clinging to the cross. Yeah, I guess that's right. First figure clinging to the cross. They claim that's a cross. The underlying waves are choppy to indicate the pilgrimage of life is not always on calm waters. I guess there's choppy waters there. Let me see. Oftentimes, personal circumstances and world events call for a greater sense of hope. This is why the lower part of the cross is elongated, turning into an anchor. Well, I can see the anchor. I don't think that's what that is either. We're going to take a closer look at this. Which dominates the movement of the waves. As is well known, the anchor has often been used as a metaphor for hope, read the Vatican statement. The cross is not static, said Archbishop Reno Fisichella. Fisichella, I think I got that right. Or maybe Fisichella. Pro-prefect of the Dicastery of Evangelization during a media briefing. So the cross is not static. What that means is it's not straight. One of my subscribers this morning, I think it was Marcus Chu, said, why are these logos never straight? And I said, well, it's not about straight people. That's why. This is not a cross. See this cross beam here? You know what that is? Take a look at that. That's a hot dog. Really, I'm serious. See how it's rounded on both ends? Have you ever seen a cross like that? It's rounded on top. In fact, it's 2 hot dogs. Let me show you a close-up of that. And I worked up a close-up so you can take a look. No, that's not the one. Just a minute here. There's the hot dog. Is that obvious or what, people? That's 2 hot dogs, one crossing the other. That's not a cross. I mean, it's a stretch to say that's a cross, but that's what the Vatican is saying. So let me complete this press release. So far, I think we've knocked down everything they've said so far. Archbishop Fisichella said there were 294 entries from 48 countries that were entered in the logo competition. Participants ranged in age from 6 to 83 years old. Well, 83 is a bad year, I can tell you right now. In fact, many were handmade drawings by children from all over the world. And it was truly moving to review these drawings that were the fruit of imagination and simple faith, said the Archbishop. Well, why can't we get one of those? I would love to see a logo that showed simple faith and imagination rather than gay propaganda. Do you suppose next time you can come up with a logo that, well, don't, I'm not holding my breath. A panel narrowed the selection to 3 projects, which were presented to Pope Francis, who chose the logo designed by Italian Giacomo Traversani. So we can blame the Pope for this. This was his favorite logo. I'm not surprised. Okay, so now I want to... I've read the press release. I showed the sheets. Excuse me, I'm going through here. I didn't set this up quite as well as I wanted to. I read all that. Okay. Oh, here's what I'm going to do now. Let's see. Who is this designer's name? Just Giacomo Traversani. Now, this is the serious part of the program, and I'm going to have to ask your indulgence. I'm going to show you where he got the inspiration for that design. It's not a cross. The 4 people are committing sodomy. And there was a website that had a competition for the logo for a gay porn website. And you can look this up on Google Images if you want to. And I'm going to show you 4 slides, and I'm going to show them really quickly. I'm just going to show them for a few seconds, and then I'm going to come back to the main screen. And the reason I do this is because I do not want to strike on this channel. I do not want this channel, I don't want this video age restricted. I'm just going to show it very briefly. If you want to see it later, after the video is uploaded, you can slow it down. You can stop the video and you can see what it is. Now this first, they're all similar. These 4 slides, they're all part of this contest, as I say, for a gay porn site. This first one, I want you to look closely at the 2 hot dogs. You don't have to tell me what you see because I think it's pretty obvious. I'm going to try to make this very brief. Okay, here it is. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. There's the slide. Do you see the 2 hot dogs? That's all you're going to see of that slide. You've got to look real fast. 3 more slides coming up. Now, if you take a look at this, you'll see that this is actually a circle around the... let me see if I can show you that. See how this forms a circle? That's very important, as we'll see in a minute. So in this next slide, this is also from this image. It was a proposed logo for a gay porn site. Again, I'm just going to show this real quickly. On this one, I want you to concentrate on the circle. I want you to see the circle. 3, 2, 1. That's it, people. You've got to watch it real fast. Did you notice the rainbow colors? Just about all of these show the rainbow colors. And now let me get the next slide. I think I've showed all of these. Okay, the circle, the rainbow colors. And let me see. Did I show you I want to show you one more slide. I've shown you 2 already. Okay. Here's the next one. I'm going to let you look real quickly. And I forgot what I wanted you to look at in this one. Oh, the X. I think I want you to see the... let me just see here. I'm going to read my notes. You saw the 2 hot dogs. I don't know if I showed you the X. No, I think the last one I wanted you to look at the X. Well, you can look at the X on this one too. I'm being very cautious here because I don't want this video taken down. Okay, I'm just going to put this one briefly on the screen. I kind of forgot what I wanted you to see in this one. Here's slide number 3. Notice the circle, the colors, and the X shape. And that's it. Okay, now the next slide. The next slide, I want you to look at the bottom of it. Notice it says no chicks. That's similar to the Vatican slide, where or the Vatican logo, where it's all males, no females. And this one spells out, well, it's for a gay porn site. No chicks. Just look at the lower right-hand side. I'm going to do this real quickly, just like the others. No chicks. Okay. Now that's all I want to. I want to do that real fast. I don't think they'll give me an age restriction because kids looking at that wouldn't even know what we're talking about. But you adults, I think you know. It's really disgusting. That is where the designer of this Vatican logo was. That's where he got his inspiration. That's where he got the X shape of the. That's where he got this X shape. That's not a cross. That's an X shape up here. It's 2 hot dogs, as I just showed you. That's where he got the. Oh, I know. One of those pictures I wanted to show you that at the bottom it looks like this. It looks like this, and I didn't point that out. I was so nervous. I want to show them real fast so I don't get this video taken down. One of them, if you would notice, when you slow down, if you look at it again, you'll see that some of them have an anchor type shape at the bottom. Now I'm going to prove to you that this is an X shape and it's not a cross. If you notice that the top headline or the heading or the title of this program, Jubilee 2025 and Pilgrims of the Hope, it's off kilter. It's not centered. It's off to the side. That's because you're not supposed to look at it this way. You're supposed to look at it this way. See what happens when you do that? When you put the Jubilee up at the top like it's supposed to be, and you put the Pilgrims of Hope at the bottom like it's supposed to be. There's the way the image is supposed to be shown. That's the correct way. That makes it very clear that this is an X, 2 hot dogs. It's not a cross. It also shows that these 4 figures are in more of a horizontal position. This definitely gay sex is what this is showing. Either that or those are 4 witches flying on a broomstick. I'm not sure which it is. It's horrible blasphemy either way. So let me show you what this, if you cut this out into a circle, this is what it looks like. This is the circle with the Jubilee at the top, the Pilgrims of Hope on the bottom. And the center of this circle, the exact center, is that green horn that I told you about at the beginning. See that green horn? That green horn thrusting the yellow figure. That's the most obvious horn there. That's the center. And when I say that's the center of the circle, it is the exact center. When I cut this out, I put a compass point at that crucial point, and that's where the circle is derived from. And maybe I can show you that up close. This is the same thing. Well, let me show you on the screen first. I think I've got this. Yeah, there's what the logo is right side up, with the Jubilee 2025 at the top, Pilgrims of Hope at the bottom. The green horn is right directly in the center. In fact, the point for the compass is at the tip of the green horn. I'm going to show you that. Right now, I'm going to show you that where that. In fact, you can see because I did it on here, and you can see that the line, the lettering follows the circle. And if you take a close look at that, can you see that point where I put that? I can't see it too well there, can you? I can see it a little bit better, I think, in this other one. Just a minute. Because this was a little bit. Oh yeah, now you can see. You see where I put the center point for the compass when I cut this out? I put the center point right at that tip of that green horn, because that is the focus of this logo, which they're not telling you, of course. And that does two things. It brings in the circle. As you saw those obnoxious logos from the gay porn site, they all featured the circle, and they all featured the X, the two hot dogs. So that's what we're up against, people coming out of the Vatican. And that's not the first time they've used that exact same theme, by the way. I want to show you what they did back in 2019. In fact, I've done a whole playlist of videos on obscene logos coming out of the Vatican. And this is the one that they did back in 2019. It's very similar to what we just did. It has the circle. It has the two hot dogs. Or in this case, let me see what they look like. Oh, wait, there you go. See the circle? This was the servant of hope. They've got hope in here, too. This was the logo back in 2019. You had the two horns and the circle. And I've explained to you many times what that symbolizes. The two horns or hot dogs in the circle, it symbolizes a perversion of the divine Trinity in sexual terms. In other words, the circle represents the female, the two horns represent the male. That would be the Father, the Son, and the circle would be the Holy Spirit. It's a perversion, as I say, of the divine Trinity. And that's what's coming out of the Vatican. And as I just showed you, that's not the first time. And I will add this video to that collection, that playlist. And I don't know if you want to comment on this or not. It's going to be very hard to comment on it without running the risk of having this video taken down. But I don't want to take it down, and I think I have done it fairly accurately. I want to thank Sister Renee for alerting it to me, because and there's probably more to it than I have seen. So do I dare read the comments, people? Let's go read the comments real fast. Adam and Nancy K check in. I think you're watching for the trolls. The trolls will jump all over this video. I'm glad I didn't have to watch that. Roses for BVM is here. Adam and Nancy, Marie Nolan Snowland is here. We're looking for another dream, Snowland. Rita Essinger is here. The logo reminds me of a conga dance line at a bar. Let me see what that looks like. A conga dance line at a bar. Okay. We can have some fun with this. Why not? I got to get this right. This is the way they want you to look at it, with that Jubilee right at the top. Okay. Oh, it is. Yeah, it does look like a conga dance line. I know what you mean. Well, that's right. Roses for BVAM says Father Chris Alar gave a really great talk this morning. Holly Loves R says this was released during Pride Month. Oh, yeah, that's right. Good point. That's right, Holly Loves R. Yeah, they recognize Pride Month at the Vatican far more than they do that this is the month of the Sacred Heart. Now you know what's really important to the gay mafia. Rita Essinger says, so is Father James Martin part of this Jubilee? That's a good point. I wouldn't doubt it. He probably told the Pope which logo to pick. Let's see, Sayako is here. Rita Essinger says, some buffering? Oh, yeah, let me just check and see the buffering. There's no dropped frames, so it should be okay. Let's see. Alyssa Moulton says, upside down, I see 3 6s, starting with red, yellow, and green. Okay, well, let me take a look at that. You might be right. I forgot to look at it upside down. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, they do look like 3 6s. Good observation, Alyssa. And I forgot to look for that. I think you've... and as I say, I'm sure there's more to this, because I just been working on this the last day or two. Okay, let's see. What is Catholic faith of mine says? Oh my, how long before we remain Catholic? Well, the Roman Catholic Church has lost the faith right now. And in Daniel 2, the remnant, the stone cut from the mountain, the stone is the remnant Catholic Church, the mountain is the Roman Catholic Church. And things like this blasphemous logo, That's just indications of what has already happened. As Mary prophesied at La Salette, Rome will lose the faith. And it's pretty clear that Rome has lost the faith. Let's see, a Catholic friend says, this is not a Catholicism, it's a far cry from it. Who said anything about ditching it? Sayakyo said, I misread it, but yeah, these people are evil. We must pray for their salvation. Let's see, Johnny B said, what did he say? I guess, I don't know what this one is. Johnny B. You were not blocked, Johnny B, but YouTube blocked this. You've got rainbow flag is homosexual. Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. Jerry G is here. Amy Blount, Mr. Fink, Rita Essinger. Okay. Rita says, July is the month of the precious blood of Jesus. Well, that's not going to be celebrated in the Vatican. So thanks, everybody. I think we went through the chat. And if you want to look at those slides, those horrible ones, you can look at that. You'll have to watch the video after it's posted, and you can slow it down. You can study those horrible slides. I had to show them. I didn't want to, and I hope I did it briefly enough so this video does not get flagged. I don't want it to get flagged. I'm also going to put this video, add it to a playlist on my website about logos in the Vatican, evil satanic logos from the Vatican, so you can check those others out. In fact, I did a video on that one with the circle and the two horns. Okay, so thanks a lot, everybody. Don't forget, Sam Fisher is on praying a live stream rosary, and let's see, a little over an hour from now on D-Live, and I will be back on this channel praying a live stream rosary tomorrow morning. We all need the rosary in these days where the Vatican has lost the faith. Until I do see all of you again, may God bless all of you, and may all of you have a very blessed evening.